Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2018-2019 Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Hockey Season on HCAM. Tom Nappy alongside Eric Hardy for tonight's broadcast. John Ritz on camera as the 1-0-0 Hopkinton Hillers take on the 1-0-1 Ashland Clockers. It is the Hillers home opener on this Saturday night, scheduled for a 8:30 start time, prime time for a great rivalry as the Hillers will take on the Clockers. Both of these teams made the playoffs last year, and both of these teams went to the Division III semifinals last season. Ashland fell to Hanover 6-0. The Clockers went 9-2 during the season, 3-1 in the playoffs. The Hillers lost 4-3 in the Division III semis to Rockland. Well, that was the South Division III sectional semis to Rockland, and they went 17-2-1 during the regular season and 2-1 in the playoffs. Both teams returning a wide array of talent to their rosters, but of course both teams also lost a couple of key players as well. But Eric, I expect a great matchup here tonight, and I expect both of these teams to get back to the postseason this year.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, Tom, what the talent is when it's Hopkinton and Ashland, and especially when it's a home opener, playing your crosstown rivals. It's going to be high intensity no matter what.
Well, I'd say the players to look out for tonight for the Hillers, obviously Steven Simos. He was one of the key scorers last season for Hopkinton. And then on the Ashland side, you got Jackson Hornung, who might end up winning the TVL Athlete of the Year, a tremendous three-sport athlete. Right now we're going to send it down to the ice for the national anthem and the pregame announcements. All right, so no PA announcing tonight, so we're just going to get this game started as the Hopkinton Hillers set to square off against the Ashland Clockers. And Eric, the Hillers got the best of this rivalry, if I recall correctly, last season.
Yes, they did. Yeah, real talented group out there. We'll see how we do this year. Well, they start off pretty good, 10-0. So that's a good offensive start. We'll see when you lose your all-time leading scorer for the school and you get 10-0 right off the bat. That's a good sign.
It certainly is. And Ashland is expecting Jackson Hornung to step up big this season as he did last year. And who knows, he might end up being the lead scorer in the TVL this season. Just a tremendous athlete. And we are ready to go in the center circle. It's Sean Walsh up against Brett Irwin. And we are underway in the 2018-2019 Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Hockey Season. The Hillers, of course, working left to right across your screen in their at-home white jerseys. The Clockers in a New York Rangers type of jersey. They'll work right to left across your screen. Coming around the net is Gazzard, the forward. We'll take it over to the far side.
Nice check.
Hillers trying to take control here in the Ashland defensive zone. Behind the net is Hamblett. And he'll get it around over to Walsh. Eric Sean Walsh, he was a tremendous asset to the Hillers team last season, and I think he'll take another step up this year.
He was, yep.
Hamblett with a shot, and that is out of play. There is a net above the viewing area, or in front of the viewing area behind the net, fortunately, for that fan over there.
A good opening shift for the Hillers there. They had some good intensity, good puck pressure, keeping that puck in the Ashland zone.
Rogers on the face-off, going up against Nick Fish. In the first period, about a minute into it, and the Hillers trying to establish control in Ashland territory. And now the puck squirts out into the Hillers defensive zone as Glyden chases it down behind the net. And he will meet up with a Clocker. And along the near side now, up behind the net it goes. Dominic Bocelli, the freshman, on the chase down.
Comes from a long lineage of Bocelli program.
And Rogers will take it up. We're going to get a whistle here. So we're going to have a face-off here in the Ashland zone, it appears. And do we have a penalty there?
No. Well, yes, I'm sorry. Yeah, Ashland does have one.
There is a blocker in the box, so the Hillers on the power play. Big opportunity here early on. We'll have the man advantage for the next 2 minutes or so. Coming up the near side, here's Walsh.
Good speed.
Great speed by Walsh into the right circle, the shot, and it's a save by the goaltender, Connor Dempsey. Good pressure there by Walsh, Eric.
Yeah, that's a planned breakout play there to have him utilize that speed, break that out of their own end, carry it up.
The Walsh in the face-off circle up against Brian Gazzard. Brian Gazzard, junior captain for the Clockers. Expected to play a big role on the Ashland team. Gilbert puts it around the net. Hamlet was there to pick it up, and now over towards Simos. Back to the Hillers defensive zone it goes. The goalkeeper, Cole Thomas, will set it up. So Cole Thomas taking the reins in net for the Hillers this season. Here comes Sean Walsh. Over to the left circle, some good stick work by Walsh. And Eric, I don't know about you, but I'm seeing already all kinds of improvement with the stick work of Sean Walsh.
Yeah, definitely. He's got the good speed. He's got the hands now to go with it, too. Just got to pass that puck off a little sooner, though.
Here comes Zane Campbell for Ashland as the Clockers try to put some pressure on. So far, the Hillers have remained in control throughout the first 3 minutes or so of this first period. Andrew Gilbert coming up the near side, and he meets up with Campbell. Pass up there by Gilbert. And some good stick work there in the slot by Rogers. The defender able to get to him. As Braden Malett was there for Ashland. We'll have some substitutions for the Hillers. We'll have a line change. Dan Kirk coming out, as well as Will Quinlan. Along the far side, it's Seamus. Seamus takes it up in Ashland territory. It's poked out back to the neutral zone as Saporositz is there, and he'll put that out of play into the Ashland bench area. 11:33 left to go, 8 seconds left on the power play.
The Hillers having a little tough time there on the man advantage. I think they just need to dish the puck off a little bit quicker. That's one.
Well, the face-off in the neutral zone. I'd say a nice start to this game for the Hillers, really putting the pressure on. As taking it up now is Aiden Walsh. Walsh with some good stick work there. Eric, I understand the JV program for the Hillers was very good last season, so they were excited about the up-and-coming talent.
Yeah, the program's always been well established with Coach McPherson and Coach O'Connor having the JVs pretty much learn all the same systems, so they're ready to come right up when they're moving up to the varsity level.
Quinlan up the near side. He takes a check into the boards from Malett. Back to the neutral zone we go. As Gilbert puts it back in Ashland territory. Here comes the Clockers. Cole Tadeo takes it down, and we're going to have a whistle.
A lot of pucks leaving the surface early today.
We'll take it back to the neutral zone for the face-off. Right at center ice. John Walsh up against Campbell. Over to the near side, Jarrett chases it down. Pass over to Simos. And taking it away there was Malett. Back up the boards. Gazzard trying to get to it, puts it around. Now the Clockers trying to establish an attack here. Not a whole lot of shots in this game yet. The Hillers did get off a very good shot from the stick of Sean Walsh. It was a good save by Connor Dempsey for Ashland. Behind the net, Jarrett gets to it. Here comes Hopkins to Jarrett with the pass up over to Simos. Ashland was ready for Simos that time as Tadeo got in front of it.
Oh, good luck in front.
Yeah, Shot wide to the right by Walsh. Back up the near side. Into the Hillers defensive zone it goes.
Not sure why that wasn't icing.
Yeah, I was waiting for the whistle there. Biden with a pass over to Walsh. Here comes Walsh, putting the pressure on. Back pass there by Seamus. It's intercepted. Here comes Shapiro for Ashland. Thomas will get a stick on that one. Now Walsh has it. Approaching 9 minutes left to go in this first period. Scoreless between Hopkinton and Ashland. Good defensive work there by the Hillers. Here comes Walsh. Walsh gets around Merrill. Jammed in the corner now. Aiden Walsh is going to help him out. How do you think Sean Walsh and Aiden Walsh like playing together this season?
Look pretty good, like the Sedin twins.
Right? Back to the neutral zone it goes. There to intercept is Hornung. And we'll have a face-off upcoming with 8:37 left to go in the first period.
The Hillers are getting some good entries, Tom. I think the coaches are going to start telling them to take some more shots. They're trying to make that one extra move and getting broken up right when they get near the goal. The coaches are going to be on them to start shooting that puck and go for the rebounds.
Now jammed up on the near side is Malett. In the neutral zone, Saporositz, and I think we got an offsides here.
I think we got a penalty, a little hook on the Hillers.
So Ashland will have their first power play of the day. Heading to the box is Weinstock. Well, the Clockers defended well on the Hillers power play. Now we'll see how the Hillers defend on the Ashland power play. Ashland led by head coach Mike Roman. The Hillers led by head coach Chris McPherson. Coach McPherson has just done a tremendous job with this Hillers program, turning it into one of the elite hockey programs in the state. Hazard along the far side. Behind the net he goes, able to slice it out towards Hornung. Nice job there by Jarrett getting in front of Hornung. Putting a stick on it, pass up by Aiden Walsh. He was looking for Rogers. And we'll get a whistle as Merrill circles the net.
I don't know about that one. That looked waist high to me.
And we'll have a face-off.
He's calling for a high stick on the puck.
Yeah, well, I guess we're going to be at even strength now. Another hooking call there. This time it is against Ashland. So even strength for the next minute 25, and then the Hillers will have a man advantage for about 30 seconds. Along the far side, Zane Campbell. Here comes Campbell. Racing up into Hillers territory. Trying to get around Seamus. Jammed up along the boards. Poked out by Merrill. And that'll draw the whistle there for the icing. 7:25 left to go in the first period. Eric, I'm getting the feeling that these teams just feeling each other out a little bit.
Yeah, I think we'll see as we get into the second period, probably the body check and pick up as the intensity starts to build a little bit here. Neither of the goalies have been really tested, just maybe one right off the bat there for the Hillers on Ashland.
Sean Walsh up against Brett Irwin. Pass around the net by Gilbert. Shot is wide to the right there. Nice Shapiro. Hard hit along the near side as Gilbert made contact. That was Gilbert making contact with Reap. Now Merrill will pass across over to Hornung. Back to Merrill. Here comes Merrill. Shot there, and it's deflected by Thomas. Good save. That's the first real shot that Ashland has gotten off in this game. Seamus up around the net he goes. Pass up the near side of Walsh. There goes Walsh. He showed some tremendous stick work so far in this game. Stolen away. Here comes Aiden Walsh. Now it's taken back by Hornung. Hornung looking for a shot there. Getting in front of him was Hamblett to steal it away. Here comes Hamblett up the far side. Hillers right now have the man advantage for the next 20 seconds or so. Up around the net goes Hamblett, looking to get it out in front. I think he was trying to get a shot off there. Up the far side, Gazzard. Gazzard was trying to get it over to Campbell. Nice defensive work by the Hillers. Biden with possession. And with the pass over to the neutral zone is able to find Rogers. Jammed up along the far side, finally taken by Campbell. So we'll get a whistle here.
Definitely some good speed on both sides of the ice here tonight. Both teams are going to have to be careful. They got some guys that can go around the defense on the outside. They're going to have to try to keep them really wide, get some help in front.
So far, our shots on goal count is favoring Ashland 3-1, according to the scorekeeper. Top of the circle, there's another shot for Ashland, deflected away by Thomas. Thomas being kept busy in these last couple of minutes. Along the far side, that's McAuliffe. Tadeo with the hit there. Up around the net goes. Jarrett chases it down. Jarrett meets up with Shapiro. Here comes Kirk. And Kirk will put it around the boards. Tadeo getting involved in the action. A shot here, and that's a goal! The Hillers are on the board first. That was Jake Weinstock letting it rip.
Good work behind the net.
5:01 left to go in the first period, and Weinstock makes it 1-0. How about that shot there, Eric?
Yeah, that was just a great forecheck, getting the puck right out front. Weinstock came right down the middle, get a nice pass in front, and put that thing in the top corner.
All kinds of mustard on that shot. Now along the far side. Can Ashland respond? Less than 5 minutes left to go in the first period. Good start to this one for the Hillers in their home opener. Right in front of the net, and Walsh able to poke it away. On the near side, that's Merrill. Jammed up along the corner now, and Campbell able to get a stick on it. Now with possession is Seamus. Seamus pass over to Hamblett. Hamblett gets a hard hit into the boards. Here comes the Clockers. Gazzard with possession. On the near side, taken by Simos. Simos takes it up the far side. And we're going to get a whistle here. And
offside.
getting a little bit physical gliding after the offsides whistled. 4:07 left to go in the first period. Hillers up 1-0. Well, Eric, I'd say that's a good start by Hopkinton. That's what you want to do.
Yeah, they're really picking up the intensity now, especially with the forecheck. That's always been the Hiller way. Get that puck in deep, get it out front.
I'm certainly impressed so far with the Hillers' speed, that's for sure. And Walsh going to take it away from Hornung, and he was trying to get a shot in there. I'd say to get any puck away from Hornung is impressive. Jammed up along the corner. Quinlan able to get to it. Tripped up behind the net was Rogers. And here comes Ashland up the far side. That's Boselli. Boselli meets up with Quinlan. Now Tadeo. Quinlan trying to backhand it out of there. Tadeo gets the stick on it. No Clockers deep in the Hillers zone. So Hopkinton easily able to get it out of their defensive territory, but we'll have a whistle here for icing. 3:11 left to go in the first period. The Hillers have struck first. Jake Weinstock with the only goal in the game so far with 5:01 left to go. Pass by Glyden over to the far side. Getting a stick in there was Ciabatti. And here comes Jarrett trying to get away with it. Over towards McAuliffe. Hideo able to intercept. And now Jarrett chases it down over to the corner. We'll meet up with Hillgren. Hillgren was looking for a shot there. Hornung now with possession. Back to the corner it goes. Jarrett trying to get it out of there. And that was Ciabatti looking for a shot there. There comes Weinstock. Weinstock trying to get around Malett, but he was cut off. Over to the far side, here's Griffith, and he gets a hard hit. Irwin almost had it for Ashland, but getting in front of him was Walsh. Hillers
nice
looking
pass.
for another shot here. That was a great pass, trying to poke it in is Hamblett.
Hey, slap it!
That shot wide to the right by Saporositz. Less than 2 minutes left to go in the first period. A 1-0 Hillers lead.
Nice cover by Stevie Simos there, getting back on D.
Simos drills that one, but Dempsey with the glove save. I wonder if Simos hits the puck harder or the baseball.
Probably both the same. Good athlete.
Certainly is. Jarrett with the shot there, and the goaltender lost it for a moment. Here's Jarrett again. He's trying to find Walsh. And here comes Simos with the wrister, and that's deflected. Back to Jarrett. He meets up with Merrill. Poked out by Gilbert. On the far side, Walsh. Gilbert able to get the stick on it. Back to the neutral zone, Jarrett. And here comes Campbell. Jarrett will take it back ice. Approaching a minute left to go in the first period. Over to the far side it goes. Picked up by Gilbert. Campbell able to get a stick on it for Ashland. And now Horning with the backhanded pass. Over towards Gazzard. Gazzard has it. Here he comes. Around the net. No one there to help. Good defensive work by the Hillers.
Looks like the Hillers are going to get penalty. Yeah, just a speed there for Gazzard coming around the corner. That's going to be tough for the Hillers to maintain. They'll probably have to have another guy watch him.
This would be Simos heading to the box. That's the third Hillers penalty of the night. 46 seconds left in the first period. So the penalty will continue on into the second. Over to Hornung, wrister, goal! We're tied up. A great shot by Jackson Hornung. 34.3 seconds left to go.
And Ashland working a set play off the face-off, able to get him over in the wide side, just like they do with Pasternak with the Bruins. He's able to put that thing right in the top corner.
That was a beauty of a wrister there. Simos will come back out of the box after the goal. Well, Ashland taking advantage of the power play. Up the far side, Walsh. Walsh with a shot just wide to the left. Up around the net now, Hamblett. Hamblett leaves it for Seamus. That one poked out up the far side it goes. Shot there, just wide to left from Walsh. Simos going up against Hornung. That's it, that's a matchup to look out for tonight, Simos and Hornung.
Yep, two good athletes.
A matchup to look out for on the ice as well as the baseball field. 9.6 seconds left to go in the first period. Face off in Ashland territory. Shot there, and that was deflected, I believe, by the defender. It was a nice shot from long range by Glyden, and that's going to wrap up the first period It was a period just full of action, Eric, and a lot of fun to watch. Both of these teams going neck and neck to start things off.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a real exciting next two periods here, Tom. These guys are really giving it all they got here, and intensity's up. For the Hillers, I think they just have to continue to get the pucks in deep. A lot of rebounds coming off the goalies here for Ashland, so get those pucks on net, get a guy in front, and then I think they'll be able to put a couple more in past them.
All right, well, the second period is coming up next. After one, it's the Hopkinton Hillers 1, the Ashland Clockers 1. You're tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Hockey on HCAM.
Did you know there are other ways to reduce your pain besides taking medications? For example, mindfulness. I'm Dr. Mike Guidi, a family medicine doctor based in Essex County. I use mindfulness techniques with my own patients during office visits, and I'm here to tell you how you can prevent addiction. It is a way to train your brain to manage pain. Reducing your pain through mindfulness could mean you need less medication or a safer type of medication. It can also help you reduce your stress and recover from past trauma. That means you become less likely to develop an addiction, whether opioids, alcohol, or any other substance. In brain research, we scan people's brains before they start practicing mindfulness, and after they've been practicing it daily for 8 weeks. We see actual changes in the way their brains are wired. We see those people drawing more on their judgment and reasoning skills, resulting in safer behaviors. Massachusetts has great resources about effective mindfulness techniques. To find out more, go to massmed.org.
Welcome back to the New England Sports Center in Marlborough, Massachusetts. You're tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Hockey on HCAM. We are ready for the second period between the Hopkinton Hillers and the Ashland Clockers. It is 1-1 as we head in to this second period. And Eric, as you mentioned before, we saw two great shots for the goals in that first period. Jake Weinstock with the goal for the Hillers, Jackson Hornung for the Clockers. We got some good shooters out there tonight.
We do, Tom. I really expect to see the hitting really be stepped up here too in the second period. I think both coaches are going to tell teams to start taking the body because a lot of free skating from the outside getting to the goalies here.
Sean Walsh up against Brett Irwin on the face-off. Right now we just are waiting on the officials. Or perhaps the scorekeeper. Not quite sure. And I think what's going on here is the Hillers have to, I don't know. What's happening, Eric? Do you know?
Not sure here.
Will we have a timeout before the period starts?
We saw it all last year. Broken glass. We had a penalty before the game even started.
Well, both teams are heading back to their benches.
Well, maybe if they're waiting for the ice to dry a little bit. It looks kind of wet down the other end there.
Ah. All right, so they're going to wait for the ice to dry. And while they do that, we'll take a timeout. Tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Hockey on HCAM.
Have you ever considered texting and driving? If so, you should know the consequences. If caught texting and driving for the first time, you could get an $100 fine plus your license taken away for 60 days. The consequences only get worse the more you get caught. Even if you don't get caught, there could be serious effects. You could get into a car accident and hurt yourself or someone else. Texting and driving is a very dangerous combination, so stop before this happens to you.
The ice has dried off, and we are ready for the second period. We had about a 7-minute delay there to wait for the ice to dry. Well, I think that Zamboni driver might need a talking to. In the face-off circle, Sean Walsh up against Irwin. We're underway in the second period. Tied up at 1 apiece. Tom Nappy, Eric Carty on the call. John Ritz, our cameraman. It is the Hopkinton Hillers hockey home opener on this Saturday night. Clockers trying to take control. Along the far side, that's Matt Milko, the sophomore. Milko going up against Hamlet. Now jammed up along the boards. Jarrett is in there for Hopkinton. We're going to have a whistle. Icing is going to be called there. Face-off will be in the Ashland zone. Sean Walsh up against Gazzard. Shot from the top of the circle, and then Hamlet in front, but it's a save.
Just missed on that tip.
Good save there by Dempsey, the senior goaltender. It's Alex Amalfi in the circle for Ashland. There's a shot by Jarrett. That was off the pad of the goaltender Dempsey.
Good pass there.
Some good stick work out in
play
front.
by Cole.
That was nicely done by Thomas. That was almost a wide open shot there for Gazzard.
Cole, a nice poke check.
Up the far side, here comes the Hillers. Walsh. And it's stolen away. And there's that wet ice taking effect as Simo's trying to put it in from the slot. Jammed up along the corner now. Over to the blue line, the shot by Seamus. That's turned away, and now a secondary shot turned away. Hillers putting some good pressure on. Ashland will have a line change. Up along the near side. Walsh going for it. Aiden Walsh. Thomas will turn that one away. Will be picked up by Seamus. Over to Saporositz.
Great puck movement here by the Hillers, Tom.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Another power play for the Hillers.
There's Seamus. And we're going to have a penalty against Ashland.
Yeah, the Hillers is doing a real good job of finding the open man in their end, getting the puck over quick, and then up to the wings to get it right up and out.
Heading to the box for the Clockers is Michael McSweeney. 12:58 left to go in the second period. The Hillers on the power play for the next couple minutes. Ashland scored their goal on a power play. See if the Hillers can respond. Saporositz from the high slot, that's wide to the right. Back to Seamus. Now up to the circle of Walsh. Turned away. Nicely done by the Clockers. Picked up by Saporositz. There comes Aiden Walsh. Pass up to Quinlan. And now Kirk trying to get in there for Hopkinton. Deo able to get in front of him. Back to the neutral zone, and we'll have a whistle. Line change for Hopkinton.
Well, if the referees thought the puck went out there and came back in, but it's like it just went off the glass.
Huh. We'll have a face-off in the Hiller zone. Sean Walsh up against Zane Campbell. Or actually, that's Matt Milko, rather. Excuse me. Here comes Andrew Gilbert. I apologize for some of the Ashland names in the first period. We had an outdated roster. There's Walsh trying to poke it in. Wrister there by Hamlet turned away. Up along the far side. Just deflected off of Gilbert. Hamlet trying to go for it in the corner. Now it's back to the blue line. There's Rogers, top of the circle. Over to Gilbert. Now the shot from the right circle is turned away. Nice shot there by Hamlet. Gilbert with possession. Puts it off the boards and it's turned away.
The Ashland D doing a real good job blocking shots. I think that's their third or fourth block shot tonight.
They certainly are. Hiller's trying to open up the pressure, but this Ashland defense holding strong. Here comes Rogers. Over to the near side to Hamlet. Now back to the blue line to Gilbert. Gilbert up to Rogers. Now to Walsh. Sean Walsh has the had a couple great shots in the first period and really showed off some nice stick work. Hamblett, pass around the boards to Rogers. Rogers was trying to get it out in front to Hamblett. Hamblett now out in front, shot there, that's a goal! Sean Walsh with a beauty of a shot. What a great setup.
Yeah, great passing play all around. Puck behind the net up to Hamblett, Hamblett right out front. And key to that was Walsh getting rid of it quick before the bodies could get over there to block that one.
Cubs with 10:34 left in the second period. Tommy Hamblett on the assist. Sean Walsh on the goal. 2-1 Hillers. Well, if you let the Hillers hang around in front of the net, it's bound to happen sooner or later. On the far side, Jarrett. Too many good shooters on this Hopkinton team. Nice slot there. Today was trying to get the shot off. That was turned away. And put back into Hillers territory by Malik. Up behind the net, Jarrett. Here comes Hopkinton up the far side. That's Kirk. Now getting it out of the corners, McAuliffe. Cam Jarrett will track it down. Here comes Ashland. Over to Tadea. Glyden's there for Hopkinton. Weinstock put it into Ashland territory. That was just before he took a hit into the boards. Hillers with a line change. Saporoshic gets to it. 9.5 left in this second period. A 2-1 Hillers lead. Here comes Aiden Walsh up the near side, showing off some speed. Now behind the net is Rogers. Shot there, and that's another Hillers goal. And that is going to be Kyle Rogers that time, making it 3-1.
Made a real great play to avoid a check coming out from behind the net, and was able to control the puck still and put that right between pads.
Beauty there by Rogers.
Yeah, right now the Hillers have the blockers back on their heels. They're blockers are just throwing the puck up the ice and not controlling, and Hillers just dominating.
I'd say Hopkinton has certainly won the possession battle so far in the second period. Hamblett up the far side. Here comes Walsh rushing in. Another goal. How about that? Sean Walsh with his second of the night. Wow. It's a scoring fest for the Hillers in the second period.
Blockers might take a timeout here, try to regroup. The Hillers are just all over them.
4-1 Hopkinton. Coming into tonight, I expected anything but this. I think the Hillers in this second period are just showing tremendous speed and puck control. Sean Walsh up against Irwin. That goal came 9 seconds after the previous one, and another shot. That is a save that time by Dempsey.
Yeah, real nice save there.
That was a good shot too by Hamblett.
That would have been a real backbreaker there for Ashland had that one gone in.
So you had a Hillers goal from Sean Walsh with 10:34 left. Then with 9:16 left, Kyle Rogers. Then with 9:07 left, Sean Walsh again. 4-1 Hopkinton. What a great way to start off the season for the Hillers. Obviously a long way to go, and this Ashland team could strike quickly as well. Here comes Campbell out in front, intercepted by Gilbert. Gilbert pokes it around to Hamblett. And that one's going to squirt out to the neutral zone. Tracked down by Walsh. Here comes Ashland. Nicely done there by Glyden to turn it away. Glyden will pick it up once again. That's up to Gilbert. Here comes Walsh. Good stick work. Has an open opportunity here. Leaves it out in front, and it's turned away.
Nice pass. Just couldn't quite reach it.
Yeah, he was trying to get it over to Hamblett, and it was turned away by Horning. Walsh trying to steal it back. Hamblin able to poke it out. Here comes Walsh again. This time it's Walsh and McAuliffe. McAuliffe with the shot. And that is off the pad of Dempsey. Here's Horna. Shot for Ashland. That's turned away by Thomas. That was Jack Merrill on the shot, one of the Ashland captains. And here comes the Hillers once again, a relentless attack. Kirk with the shot just wide of the right.
Now, right now, the Hillers are just totally dominating on the breakouts. They're catching Ashland in all kinds of 2-on-1s, 3-on-2s, odd man rushes.
This is impressive. Yeah, the Hillers, I mean, it's your second game of the season, your first home game, and you're looking like you're in mid-season form already.
And with a real young club, too.
Right. Gliding along the near side. Jammed up along the boards. Here's Glyden. That shot deflected by the defender, Tadeo. And we're going to have a whistle as Walsh met up with a clocker along the corner. I think we're going to have a
from
penalty.
behind there.
Yeah. Well, this will give Ashland an opportunity to try to work their way back into this game. Actually, it looks like we're going to have a penalty on both teams, maybe. Or just on Ashland, rather. All right. So the Hillers will now have a power play and a chance to add on to their 4-1 lead. Alex Amalfi in the box for Ashland. Up the far side over to Rogers. And glove save there by Dempsey.
You're talking about it a lot, Tom, over the years, but there's just no substitute for the speed. Just pure speed that the Hillers have had over the last couple of years has really benefited them offensively.
Certainly has. I believe after the first period it was 5-3 Ashland with shots on goal. Now it's 14-6 Hillers. Nice slot. And didn't get the shot he wanted there. Gilbert was trying to put that one in. And here comes Gazzard up the far side. And a couple of Hillers going to get there to get it away from him as Simos takes it.
Great back checking.
Simos over to Walsh. Here comes Walsh again, a shot, and that's turned away. Simos top of the circle. Gets it over to Rogers.
And Ashland's being real aggressive on their forecheck on the penalty kill here.
Right. I think they realize they need to be. Approaching 6 minutes left in this second period, and it's been all Hillers so far in this second. Here comes Walsh, and he was trying to backhand that one in, but couldn't get the shot off. Simos, that's turned away. Campbell able to pick it up. Back into Hillers territory it goes. Simos will pass it up. Here comes Hamblett. Hamblett around the net. Out in front.
Good luck.
Yep. Wide to the right by Kirk. Kirk wrists it in the air behind the net towards Rogers. And that one will be stopped by Thomas. Thomas over to Saporowicz. I'll tell you, Eric, the Hillers are just playing with confidence out there.
They are. Yeah, they're playing really well.
In the slot is Walsh. Aiden Walsh looking for a shot. That one turned away. It's going to be fun watching the Walsh brothers this season. Over to Seamus. Back to the near side of Kirk. In the corner, Quinlan. And here's a shot here, and that is just wide to the right by Seamus. Now Saporowicz will pick it up. Approaching 4.5 left in this second period. 3 goals for the Hillers in this second period. They have a 4-1 lead. There's Saporowicz. Over to Quinlan. That one is stolen away. Seems like Ashland just can't get up ice fast enough.
Yeah, the Hillers, they're just really skating well. There's nobody standing around. Every time the puck is loose, there's at least one, if not 2, Hillers heading for that puck, going for it. So they're just relentless.
Kyle Rogers in the face-off circle for the Hillers. In other Hillers sports news, the girls varsity basketball team picked up a win at home against Bellingham. They're 2-0 on the season. Jammed up along the corner. Here comes Rogers around the net. Out in front to Jarrett. That's back to Rogers. He's trying to get it over to Weinstock. Jake Weinstock had the first goal of the game. On the near side is Berman for Hopkinton, and now here's Weinstock. Pass over to Jarrett. Jarrett to Rogers. Rogers trying to take it up ice. Walker's able to get to it. Roselli with the steal. Here comes Ashland trying to establish an attack. Thomas will stop the puck behind the net. And there's a shot there by Mallet. On the near side now, Simos takes a hard hit into the boards. Here comes Jarrett. Jarrett with the pass up over to Walsh. Someone lost their stick out there. Walsh over to Simos, and that's wide to the left.
Kyle Rogers got hurt in the last play down in the corner. Hopefully he's all right. That's his stick.
And check along the corner. Stopped by Saporositz. There's a shot. That's turned away. Out in front, and trying to poke it through his Hamblett.
Nice save there.
It certainly was. Hamblett was trying to go 5-hole with that one. There was an opening there, but somehow Dempsey was able to turn it away.
More lumber laying down in the corner, littered with sticks.
Wow. Very physical game, I must say, as Thomas wraps that one up. 2:35 left to go in the second period. Hopkinton 4, Ashland 1.
Rogers looks to be okay. He's coming back out.
That's certainly good news. Rogers up against Irwin. Now the net goes Gilbert. Horning able to pick it up. There's a nice shot, but it's wrapped up by Thomas. Jackson Horning has the only Ashland goal back in the first period with 34.3 seconds left. Coming into the game for the Hillers, Ron Seamus and Luke Glyden. Kyle Rogers up against Irwin on the face-off. Hornung with the puck. There's a shot. Turned away by the defender. That looks like it must have hurt. That went right off of Rogers' leg, I believe. Or was it his hand? Here comes Hornung. Hornung trying to get it out in front. Nice defensive work by the Hillers. Here comes Aiden Walsh. Up the near side. That was a hard shot, too.
Well, you could hear that one up here off the pads. You feel it through the pad sometimes.
Certainly could. That one hurt me, and I'm not even the one it hit. Seamus up the far side over to Quinlan. Rogers was trying to poke it out. 1:45 and counting left to go in the second period. Here comes Hornung. Trying to leave it out in front. No one's there. And up along the corner now. Ashland trying to establish an attack. They have not been able to get off very many shots in this second period at all. Only 3 shots in the second period for Ashland. Around the net goes Irwin. He's looking for a Hornung. It's intercepted as Jarrett steps in.
The puck in deep.
Up the far side now is Hamblett. There's Hamblett trying to leave it out in front. Too many clockers in the area. And that'll draw the icing. Minute left in the second period, 4-1 Hopkinton.
Clockers had a little bit of offensive goal there for a little bit, but it also looks like they're tired in their own defensive end here. The Hillers might be wearing them down.
Well, unless the Hillers completely fall apart in the third period, I'd say this game's looking pretty good. It's the second season for the Hopkinton Hillers at the wonderful New England Sports Center. I have to say, Navin Arena was great, but I don't think anywhere beats this fine facility.
A lot better viewing lines over here.
That's right, we don't have the net in front of us. Jammed up along the corner. Up behind the net now, and that is Simos trying to poke it in, and it's wrapped up by Dempsey. And getting a couple players pushing and shoving in front of the net, getting a little physical there, some tension. Well, it's, after all, one of the biggest rivals in the TVL, Hopkinton and Ashland, in pretty much every sport.
Yep, especially with hockey where they play together on the Demons program growing up.
Right. Walsh will face off against Gazzard. So to Gilbert, there's a wrister, and that's turned away by Tadeo. Here comes Ashland. Coming up ice quickly. A good move there by Boselli, and it's wrapped up by Thomas. 33 seconds left to go in the second period.
Andrew Gilbert doing a nice job coming over to help there.
Horning and Merrill back out for Ashland. We'll have a face-off between Sean Walsh and Jack Reap. Simos along the near side. It's taken up behind the net. Asher looking for a shot here. There's Hornung with the wrister. That's turned away by the defender. And there is a shot by Boselli. That's wide to the right. Nice job by Jarrett sticking in front of the net. And now Walsh trying to get to that one, but looks like Hornung was able to get over him and take it away. There's a good shot there at the buzzer by Jarrett. Nice long distance shot, turned away. What a great second period it was for the Hillers, Eric.
Good action, yeah. Don't want to count the clock is out quite yet. 3-goal lead here. The Hillers just have to just keep doing what they've been doing those first two periods. Just sustain that offensive pressure. They're moving the puck really well in their own end, getting it up, and then they're maintaining pressure down the offensive zone. They just got to keep that up and play good D.
All you have to do is D-cat. Don't change a thing. Third period coming up next. It's Hopkinton Hillers boys varsity hockey on HCAM. Hillers leading Ashland 4-1 as we enter the third. Coming up next.
My name is Connor. My name is Nina.
I'm Haley. Hi, David. Jake. We're the Hiller volleyball team.
My name is Emma. My name is May. My name is Shelby. My name is Sophie.
We're Alma Gal, and we love HCAM.
We love HCAM.
And I volunteer for HCAM TV.
And I watch HCAM TV.
And I love HCAM TV.
And I love HCAM TV.
We love HCAM TV. Woo!
We are set for the third period. Welcome back into the New England Sports Center. Tom Nappy, Eric Carty on the call for Hopkinton Hillers boys varsity hockey. John Ritz on camera. And it was a very impressive second period. 3 goals by the Hillers. And all those goals came in about a minute and a half. First one was with 10:34 left by Sean Walsh. Kyle Rogers with 9:16 left. And then Sean Walsh again, 9 seconds after the Rogers goal. Just impressive stuff by the Hillers. And there's a wrister there, glove save. Hamlet on the shot.
So this period will be about composure for the Hillers, just keeping their composure. If Ashland tries to pick up the body check and to counter their attack, they just got to make sure they don't take any retaliatory penalties. Or
I have a feeling Hopkinton's going to keep their foot on the gas, though. I think they want to score as many goals as they can.
Yep.
There's Hamlet there to poke it out. Here comes Ashland. Quickly coming up ice. That's Gazzard. That's wide to the right, and we'll have a whistle here.
Snap that one off with some power.
Out of play. And a face-off in the Hiller zone. What if the ice is too wet again? They're moving it to the neutral zone. Sean Walsh up against Brett Irwin. I think the Hillers making a statement so far tonight, Eric. I mean, if they are able to come away with this thing against a pretty experienced Ashland team, I think the Hillers are showing that, hey, we may be young, but we're serious.
Yeah, everyone thought it was going to be a rebuilding year. But they're rebuilding with some good talent.
I think this Hillers hockey program is just constantly going to be a force to be reckoned with. Gazzard comes down the near side, turned away by Jarrett. There's a shot or a pass from the neutral zone by Merrill. No one was there. There comes Walsh. And no, that's stolen away. Nice job by Hornan getting in there. Gilbert will poke it forward towards Walsh. And back to the neutral zone we go. Hamblett puts it up ice. And that's going to be wrapped up by Dempsey as quickly approaching was Aiden Walsh.
We'll just want to make sure when they get in that blue line, they're getting those pucks in deep, not getting broken up and giving Ashland any chance to get back in and going the other way with the odd man rush.
Minute and a half into the third period. There's a wrister, just a little bit high there by Quinlan. Good slam into the near side boards. Nice shot there by Glyden.
Looks like the Hills will be going on the power play again, boarding.
Heading to the box this time is going to be Michael McSweeney. It's going to be the Hillers' fourth power play opportunity.
A 50% clip so far. 66% clip.
Not too bad. On Walsh. Set for the face-off with Gazzard. The near side of Gilbert. Gilbert pass forward to Rogers. Rogers jammed up along the boards. Hamblett able to bail him out. It's picked up by Rogers. Rogers pass over to Walsh. Walsh back to Simos. Now here's Walsh looking for a shot, and I think he was actually trying to feed that to Hamblett.
Had him there, but good stick work by Ashland D.
Hamblett is met up with a clocker along the boards. Down the net goes Rogers. There's Walsh. It looks like the Hillers just kind of playing keep away right now. Stolen back by Rogers. It's back to Gilbert. Now over in the corner to Hamblett. To Walsh. Walsh lost it for a second, able to pick it back up. And he's going to try a shot here, and that's just wide to the right. Defender got a stick in there. Good pass down by Gilbert. Hillers keeping the pressure on, keeping control in the Ashland zone as well. There's a wrister, a little bit too much air under that one by Walsh. It's back to Gilbert. Walsh was trying for the one-timer there.
A little hard on that pass.
I'd say so.
But he did a great job keeping that puck in early on in the power play.
And that's a 4-minute power play also for the Hillers. Gilbert pass over the far side to Walsh. Now to Simos. That's Aiden Walsh, number 7. You see the two Walsh brothers up there a lot this season together, I have a feeling. And Cole Thomas sets it up for Simos. Here comes Simos quickly up the ice. On a mission. Shot from the left circle is no good. Aiden Walsh with a shot, and he had a secondary shot and went just wide to the left.
A couple of nice
saves.
saves.
By Quinlan, yeah, a couple of really nice saves. And there's a nice shot there by Simos, turned away at the last possible second. Up the near side, and that'll draw the, oh, wow. Picked up by Seamus. Over to Kirk. I'm going to try to put it back into Hillers territory, but Seamus there to intercept. Less than 11 minutes left to go in this third period. A 4-1 lead for the Hillers. Hopkinton trying to improve to 2-0-0 on this season. Kirk jammed up along the far side, poked out by Quinlan. Here comes Kirk. And Kirk turned away by Hornung. Hornung able to slice it away, and we get a whistle.
The puck went up over the, yeah. Really tough for Ashland now when they get to kill off a 4-minute power play when you're down by 3 goals. It just a little insult to injury there.
Yeah, it's not the position
way
you
back.
want to be in. Why was that 4 minutes?
I think the referee determined the intent of the boarding was worthy of it.
Yeah, it must have just been a frustration penalty there. Here comes Gilbert over to the far side. And now Hamblett approaching. Hamblett with a shot, just wide of the right. On the near side corner. Walsh trying to poke it out in front. No one's there for the Hillers. That's turned away by Milko. And Simos will take his time. No need to rush here. He leaves it for Walsh. Here comes Walsh. Walsh speeding up the far side. Leaves it behind for Hamblett. And now over to Gilbert. Gilbert to Walsh. Walsh on the corner. That's out to Simos. Good shot there. Secondary shot by Hamblett, no good. Turned away by Dempsey. Man, Dempsey has been a busy goaltender today. And he's made some good saves despite the 4 Hillers goals. Most of the goals were wide open shots too by the Hillers.
22 shots on the board, but I think it's a little more than that.
Yeah, I'd say about 27, 28. There's Simos. There was one possession where I think they had 5. Here comes Walsh racing up the middle. Now Hamblett back to Walsh. Nice pass, and it is wrapped up by Dempsey. Rogers was trying to jam it in the corner. That was great puck distribution.
Great passing play. Yep.
I've been very impressed with the puck control of this young Hillers group.
Yep. After giving up the 4 goals, Ashland's goalie's playing well here. He's making some big stops. Keep a 3-goal lead.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe the JV team was undefeated last year, close to it. So you had some great talent coming up through the ranks. And racing up the near side for Ashland is Gazzard. Jammed up along the corner now. Gazzard met up with Saporoshet. Now back into Ashland territory. And they'll draw the whistle. Icing there. 8:40 left to go in the third period. 18 seconds left on the 4-minute power play for the Hillers. Well, Hopkinton, they've got some nice shots off in this third period, and they're keeping the pressure on despite the 3-goal lead. And I think you're going to see that at all times from the Hillers, keeping the pressure on. That is something that Coach McPherson I think really wants to teach. Always keep the pressure on as Walsh puts that off the side of the net out in front. And that is going to be wrapped up by the goaltender. And that was Kirk trying to poke it in. Good save there by Connor Dempsey.
Hiller's got to be careful here. 1 second on the power play here. They're going to make sure that Ashland doesn't spring them out of the box.
Yeah, that's put out of play. Souvenir for a young fan.
Yeah, the Hillers are just total domination on the 5-on-5 play. Ashland getting their 1 goal on the nice power play setup. But 5-on-5, the Hillers are just totally outclassing them.
Yeah, they certainly are. And it's very impressive. I mean, you got a number of returning key players on this Ashland team. So it's very impressive to see this dominance from the Hillers, and Ashland's expected to be a very good team this season as well.
You got to give them credit. They definitely haven't quit. I mean, it's 4-1 deficit, but they have not quit.
Right. Of course, when these two teams meet later in the season, I'm sure Ashland will be looking for some revenge. There comes Hornung. Hornung races to the near side, now back to the far side, and I think he was trying to find somebody open in front, but could not. Gets a nice wrister off there, and it's wrapped up by Thomas.
The Hillers will take those long-range shots all day long. Just keep them to the outside and keep them long.
Line change for Hopkinton. Sean Walsh, Steven Simos, Tommy Hamblett out there for the Hillers, as well as Andrew Gilbert. Up the near side, and also Saporoshet's out there for Hopkinton. And we'll we'll get a
I'll call it an ice.
icing here. 7:35 left to go in regulation. Hopkinton 4, Ashland 1. The Hillers will next play on Thursday night. They'll be on the road against Medfield. That's at Pirelli Veterans Arena in Franklin. It's an 8:30 game. 8:30 puck drop over at Pirelli Veterans Arena. Hopkinton Medfield, always a great rivalry as well. Along the far side, here's Hornung. Ashland pulling the goalie.
I'm going to penalty here. I'm going to
Late
call that
penalty,
interference.
yeah.
A little bit of a stretch there, I think.
So Ashland will be on the power play, and Gilbert will head to the box.
Russ Demon, he didn't play the puck as it was going by, but both men were there at the same time.
In the face-off circle, it's Sean Walsh and Zane Campbell. Possession, Jarrett. The Hillers will get to test their skills, a man down. As Hornung trying to get a shot off there, it was turned away by Walsh. Around the net goes Campbell. Pass over to the high slot, now to the left circle. There's a wrister and a nice save by Thomas.
Oh, going to call a penalty on Cole, the goaltender, for trip. Be down 2 men.
Oh boy. I don't see many penalties on goaltenders.
Ashland going to use their timeout here to regroup on the 2-man power play.
I believe the clock says 5:50 left, if I'm not mistaken. They have a couple of lights that aren't working on the scoreboard. Hopefully they'll get those fixed. Well, we're going to have a timeout. Hopkinton leading Ashland 4-1 on HCAM.
Are you worried about letting your child take the wheel? Maybe you should also be worried about what you're doing behind the wheel. Have you ever sent a quick text, just this once? Well, that might turn into a catastrophic accident. Monkeys see what monkeys do. If you do it, why wouldn't your child? In a child's brain, almost all things their parents do, they can do too. 78% of teen drivers surveys text and drive. 59% said their parents do it too. Stop texting and driving, because if you do it, your child will too.
5:50 left to go in the third period. Hopkinton leading Ashland 4-1 on HCAM. But right now, the Hillers are going to be 2 men down. A couple of penalties is going to give Ashland the 5-3 advantage. So this will put the Hillers' defensive skills to the test. Clocker's called a timeout to try to set something up. Let's see what they got going. There's a wrister and a goal. Well, Ashland has life. They have a pulse.
A lot of time left, so they're going to have another power play.
There's Brian Gazzard with the wrister for the goal. It's a 4-2 Hopkinton lead. And when we went to the timeout, there was actually 6:50 left. Now there's 5:41 left. As I mentioned, a couple of the lights on the scoreboard not working. So it can get a little confusing at times.
And both Ashland goals are right off the face-off on set plays.
Hiller's still a man short. Here comes Gazzard again. And there's a shot, and Thomas able to turn it away. Great save. Hopkinton quickly gets it out of their zone. Up the near side is Gazzard. Pass over to Nico. Now it's back to Gazzard.
Nice play by Simos.
Simos was thinking about a shot there. Simos meets up with Gazzard. There's Milko. Now Ashland trying to put the pressure on. Shapiro along the near side corner. Now it's Hornung over to the right circle. Shapiro thought about the shot. Is he going to take it? There's a wrister, and that went off the stick of Seamus, I believe. And here comes Hopkinton racing to the Ashland zone.
Looks like the Clockers are going to go down a man now. Elbow in the corner.
Well, that certainly hurts if you're the Clockers.
Yeah,
You got a chance to get back into this game.
Yeah, especially an offensive penalty when you're on the power play is not a smart move.
Not only are they going a man down, they're losing Jackson Hornan for the next couple of minutes. And he's clearly not happy about it. Well, we'll face off in Ashland territory. It'll be Rogers up against Irwin. .5:32 left to go in regulation. Hillers up by 2. Ashland has a little bit of life. We'll be at even strength for the next 31 seconds, and then the Hillers will have the man advantage. So we get an icing here. Kyle Rogers in there for the Hillers. And that was Hamblett getting a shot off.
Right through the crease.
Hamblett up behind the net. Over to the far side. Nice check by Hamblett. Hamblett trying to box the captain Coltadeo out, and he did a nice job maintaining control of the puck and burning some valuable time off the clock.
Another one from a long lineage of brothers who played in the Hopkins programs.
And we'll have both teams making a few changes. 4:57 left to go in regulation. Face off in Ashland territory. Sean Walsh in there for the Hillers. Up against Gazzard. Shot from the top of the circle. Wide by Gilbert. Picked up by Ashland. And the Hillers trying to put some pressure on. And Gilbert was looking for the shot, but too many defenders in the area. Here's Saporositz. Saporositz lets it launch, and then it is going to be put in by Walsh.
There's a hat trick.
Walsh had a big wide opening right in front of him, and he almost missed the puck, but was just able to tip it in. And Sean Walsh has a hat trick, as you mentioned, Eric. What a game he is having.
Nice. Yeah, just the Hillers were all over there, getting the puck right out front, and that's what you do. You go to goal when that puck's going out there, and get the nice bounce. It was right there to put it in.
Well, I think we know who's getting the 3 stars this game. 5-2 Hillers. There comes the younger Walsh, Aiden Walsh. Up the near side over to Seamus. Backhanded pass by Rogers. Back to Ashland territory, picked up by Hornan. And we'll have a whistle. Got another penalty here.
Yep.
And it looks like it's going to be against Ashland. Frustration is setting in for the Clockers. Irwin will head to the box this time. Clock is stopped at 4:19. John Walsh up against Gazzard. Rogers turns it around. Sliced forward by Irwin. Or excuse me, that was Shapiro rather. Here comes Hopkinton. Walsh is tripped up. I think that was a bit of a penalty there. Here comes Walsh. Rather defender backhander, nearly a goal.
They only slowed him down for half a second.
All right. I think the official just let that one slide at this point. And we're going to have a whistle now. Do we have a delayed penalty perhaps?
That was offside.
Offsides. 3:46 left.
Walsh was able to maintain his momentum going forward, even though he went down the ice. He was right back up and made it around 2 more defenders with a nice deke and almost got it in.
Dan Kirk and Gazzard on the faceoff. I'd say the Hillers have made a statement tonight, Eric.
Sure have, yep. The young talent's really proven they can play the game.
Saporositz with the pass over to the far side. Here comes Seamus. Famous trying to track it down in the corner, and we're going to have the icing here. And we'll head back to Hillers territory. 1:07 left on the power play. Hopkinton with the man advantage. Well, the scoreboard says Hillers 26 shots on goal, Ashland 11, but I think the Hillers have even more than that. There's a good shot there by Gazzard. Here comes Hopkinton, pass over to Quinlan. Quinlan races up the near side, and he risks that one up in the air. There's Seamus. Seamus meets up with Gazzard. Behind the net is Shapiro. And now here's Seamus with the wrister, and it's turned away. Seamus was hoping for another shot there, and he was tripped up by, I believe, Hornung, and that's going to be a penalty. Tripped him up with his stick, and Hornung's heading back to the box. Yeah, I know you're losing the game if you're Ashland, but you got to keep your cool.
Yeah. Frustration for sure setting in.
So the Hillers are going to have a two-man advantage for the next 28 seconds, and then a man advantage for the next 2 minutes. Or the next minute, 32 seconds after the 28 seconds.
Gonna be a lot of numbers on the score sheet tonight between penalties and goals. And
It certainly is. Well, a great night if you're a Hillers fan, a frustrating night if you're a Clockers fan. Shot from the top of the circle by Simos. Get some good power into that one. Here's Gilbert. Back to Simos. He's looking for another shot here. The wrister. It's turned away. Nice job by Dempsey. Behind the net, tracked down by Walsh. Walsh risks that one in the air. Just a little bit too much mustard on that one. And here's Gilbert. Pass over to Walsh. Walsh, another shot.
one man back for the Clockers.
Trying to get a fourth goal tonight, it looks like. Simos pokes it over to Walsh. Now there's Hamblett. I don't know if that was a pass or a shot there by Simos. Hillers trying to put a goal in on this power play. It's back to
Ashland's going to go down another guy. They're just really getting frustrated.
Well, they certainly are. We got some tough talk in front of the net. The officials getting involved. Well, you can't fight at the high school level.
Yeah, this is a little bit too aggressive on Kyle Rogers when he didn't have the puck.
Well, looks like the Hillers will have another two-man advantage. I'll tell you what, though, Ashland keeps it up. They might get into a situation where they're going to have players missing some games because of suspensions. You know, it's one game. You got to keep your composure. Think about the next game. Clock is stopped at 1:55. And are we having another clocker head over to the box? Oh, just a substitution. There we go. So it'll be Hillers with the two-man advantage.
We're going to have a penalty on Hopkinton as well, though. Looks like
all right.
The one-man. Have to pull somebody off.
Well, I think there's some confusion out there at this point. Oh, I'm confused. Now we're just going to have a timeout. Timeout on the ice. 1:55 left to go in the third period. Hopkinton 5, Ashland 2. It's Hillers Varsity Hockey on HCAM.
Have you ever considered texting and driving? If so, you should know the consequences. If caught texting and driving for the first time, you could get an $100 fine plus your license taken away for 60 days. The consequences only get worse the more you get caught. Even if you don't get caught, there could be serious effects. You could get into a car accident and hurt yourself or someone else. Texting and driving is a very dangerous combination, so stop before this happens to you.
1:55 left to go off the timeout. I believe it's going to be a man advantage for the Hillers, but I think Jackson Hornung's night is done. I think he's been kicked out of the game. Not 100% sure
I
about
think
that,
they
but he is in the
gave
box.
Walsh an added penalty as he was defending Kyle Rogers after he got knocked down in front there, matching.
So we'll have a 5-on-4 in favor of the Hillers. Quinlan turns it around. There's Quinlan into the circle, a shot, and it is off of Dempsey, and he covers up. Well, if you're the Hillers, are you still going for the other goal here, trying to put it to him, or are you just going to play keep away?
I think they're going to go for it at this point. Still,
they want to rub it in. I don't blame them. With some of the frustration penalties that Ashland has had, I don't blame them. That one's covered up by Dempsey.
And you never know, too, when you come down to the end of the season, some of the tiebreakers come down to goals, too.
Right, that's true. And Kirk up against Gazzard. Saporositz with the wrister. It's turned away by Tadeo. Here comes Gazzard on a quick break. And he'll get a shot off. It's turned away by Thomas.
Nice pad save there.
Certainly was. And then I believe the puck was launched out of play.
Well, it
Or
seems
do
like
we have a penalty?
I think it was out of play. It seems like the glass shrunk this year. There's a lot of pucks leaving the surface.
I think it did, yeah. 1:26 left to go. 40 seconds left on the power play. Tadeo at the blue line. And now here comes Gazzard. Gazzard up against Jarrett. Now getting involved is Campbell. There's a wrister. Turned away by Jarrett. Jammed up along the near side corner. 1 minute left in regulation. Tadeo chases it down. Meets up with Walsh. The younger Walsh, Aiden Walsh. Aiden Walsh has certainly been impressive out there tonight as well. Gazzard up the far side. A great steal by Seamus. And we'll have a whistle here.
Nice stick work. Was able to get a stick right on that puck.
40.8 seconds left to go in regulation. The Hillers going to bring in Tyler Morse and number 13, who's not on the roster. Here comes Ashland. Hornung is back out there, so he wasn't disqualified. I think he was very close to getting disqualified, though. Gazzard along the near side. Hard hit there. Yeah, looks like we're going to have delayed penalty. Yeah, we will. And Gazzard will head to the box. Hillers will be on the power play the rest of the game. .3 seconds left to go.
Ashland's got to be real close to the limit.
Well, what happens if you hit the limit?
They start getting into misconducts, and then you can start having some disqualifications.
Well, this has been the longest 2 minutes I've seen. Yeah, it looks like Gazzard is going to head back to the locker room for a moment, but he's still in there. Face off in the Ashland zone. That'll roll and be covered up by Dempsey. Good shot by Abernathy. 15.3 seconds left to go.
Playing it second by second.
So you got 4 seconds off the clock there. Jammed up along the corner. Morse trying to poke it out. And over towards Berman along the far side. Flips it up the boards, and we have a whistle. With 3.3 seconds left to go. Hard push there from Hornung on number 13. We'll have to get the name of that player.
.7 seconds.
If I had a guess, I would say it's Callum Greenwood, because I don't think I've seen a number 23. We'll certainly ask Coach McPherson at the end of the game. And speaking of the end of the game, that's going to do it. The Hopkinton Hillers defeat the Ashland Clockers in dominant fashion by a final of 5-2. Eric, what a great performance by the Hillers in their home opener.
Yeah, they came out hungry. You could tell right off the first couple shifts that they came to play with just a great offensive attack in these first 2 games so far, scoring 15.
Certainly was a great all-around performance by the Hillers. They are now 2-0-0 on the season. Ashland falls to 1-1-1. For John Ritz on camera, my broadcast partner Eric Hardy, I'm Tom Nappy. We thank you for joining us for this HCAM broadcast of Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Hockey. Stick around, a whole lot more hockey coverage will be coming up in the upcoming weeks right here on HCAM. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day.